Alright, so I decided I was going to start making videos to talk about my weight loss journey, stuff like that. Um, so I guess I should start doing that. Um, so I started to go back. I started my weight loss in August of 2015. So over this past summer, end of last summer. Because I was really, really unhappy with myself. And I ended up back in the psych hospital again. And part of it was I was so fed up with myself weight-wise. I couldn't walk very well. I was pushing well over 400 pounds. I was like 465 when I started. Like I said, I couldn't stand for more than 5 minutes at a time. Couldn't walk. Couldn't really do much around the house for myself. Was just winded all the time. Just couldn't really do anything. And then so I started with my medications. I talked to the doctor when I was in the hospital. Told him, my medications are a weight gainer. I'm on medications for bipolar disorder. My mood stabilizer, especially, was causing me to gain weight. And I was tired of it. So he stripped out all my medications and started over from scratch. And within a month, I lost 6 pounds. So I was like, okay. And I was starting to watch my portions a little bit. Not real well, but in that month. But I wasn't really watching what I was eating. I was still going out a lot, stuff like that. And when I did that, I changed that. After I lost that first 6 pounds, I'm like, okay, what else can I do? So I switched to getting rid of pop. That was a big thing for me because I was going through. I mean, I could easily have gone through a 2 liter in a day. Back then, I was going through like a 2 liter in a day. Sorry, my camera. Arm's getting tired. To go through a 2 liter in a day. Drinking it with every meal. I wasn't drinking anything but pop all day long. Like everyone, like, how much water are you drinking? I'm like, water, please. And that needed to change. So that's why I started with the getting rid of the pop. I switched to tea at first because the idea of drinking nothing but water drove me insane. I was like, I can't do it. Just can't do it. So I started switching it to tea and slowly started integrating bottled water a lot. Got to a point where I'm pretty much drinking water all the time now. Like, I still drink tea and things like that on occasion, but I see if that's when I'm going out to dinner and stuff like that. And I still drink coffee occasionally, mostly iced coffee. And I put a little bit of flavoring in it to keep from putting sugar in it. That sweetens it up a little bit. So that's most of what I've been doing there. But then I switched, like I said, I switched up my drinking, and then within another month, I lost 7 pounds. So here we are in October, And I'm like, okay, I gotta change something else. I'm watching my portions. What else can I change? So I cut out most of the junk food. Like I cut out all my sugar intake, like my sweets intake, and I said, okay, let's do something with meats. So I cut out all the hamburger. Like I still have a hamburger every once in a while now, but it's once a month maybe. I used to eat hamburger 2-3 times a day, or at least twice a day sometimes. Um, and so I cut out the hamburger and I cut out most of the red meat. Pretty much cut out the red meat and most pork, like the real processed pork, like sausage and pepperoni and stuff like that. I'll eat ham occasionally still, but I minimize that. And then I lost another 10 pounds. I started walking more, trying to walk more, forcing myself to walk more. And here we are, what is it? August. 8 months? Yeah, 8 months. It's been 8 months, and I'm down 83 pounds. Started going to the gym in January. So I'm down from a 6X in shirts to a 3X. I'm down from a 7X jeans, 7X pants to 3X. And while I still have trouble with people going, well, you still have, you said, blah, 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 blah. You can't, this stuff takes time. So I've consistently lost 10 pounds a month since starting. Actually, a little more. I guess I have more gains than I originally would have because I got the flu in February. I spent Super Bowl Sunday in the hospital. Lost 14 pounds in a week. So that I don't recommend that for anybody. But now I'm still watching my portions. I'm trying to find new ways to make chicken because for a while I was just doing it certain ways and same way all the time. You can't eat like that all the time. So I'm trying to find new ways to make it. And I'm using the crock pot a lot more, and that way it forces me to cook more. Because I don't like to cook too much, but I've got to force myself. So I've been using the crock pot. Started taking a green tea extract today, so we'll see how that helps. My aunt was using it before, taking them, and she said she hasn't really changed her eating habits too much, but weight's been falling off. So let's see if that helps, because it's something natural that I thought would help. So we'll see how that works. So, but I wanted to make this video because, I don't know, I feel like I should be making videos to talk about this. That's the overall story. I think I'm going to start talking about in these videos what's like dealing with being overweight and where my head was, letting myself get that overweight. My goal is to get down to 250 at least. So I've got a good 150 pounds? 130 pounds. 130 pounds, something like that, to go. For that, at least. I know that's still overweight, but I'll work from there. Get to the main goal, and then work from there and see if I can keep going. I'm up to 5 days a week in the gym now. 3 on the machines. All 5 on the treadmill for at least 45 minutes apiece. I started out only being able to do 20 minutes on the treadmill. My knees were killing me. That's another thing for people who are overweight and have bad knees. Being overweight doesn't help, but it's a matter of fighting through dealing with the knee problems to still try to exercise. there's some exercises I can't do that I started trying to do when I started in the gym. I can't really do, or shouldn't be doing. My doctor doesn't want me doing right now until I see my orthopedic. Um, but hopefully I'll be able to get back to those. But yeah, I'm just trying to start trying to make videos talking about my situation. You know, where because I've been thinking a lot about what got me here. Um, Not only in, like as far as the weight gain, and I know I've figured out what's caused me to help me want to lose, but I'll talk about that too. But a lot of things talking about how it got me in the headspace of gaining all that weight. In hindsight, you can think about it all the time and just be glad you're not there anymore. But yeah, so I'll talk about that in another video. Alright.